Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 15 minutes for your questions, perhaps a little longer, Kate. We have a microphone at the back. If you could wait for the microphone and just identify yourself. I think Neil James has his hand up.
Yeah, good day, Nick. Thank you very much for that. I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed working with you in your columns. In terms of context, though, I'd be interested to hear your views on two quick points. I don't accuse you of this, but a lot of the British media cover Australia from a particular condescending perspective, which I've always measured as resentment of the poor that got away. And I'd be interested where the poor that got away. Right. Our ancestors had the courage to immigrate, and theirs didn't. I'd be interested in your perspective on that. The other perspective I'd be interested in is you're a European, and all the countries around you are all signatories to the convention, refugee convention. That's not true in our area, 45 countries, only 4 signatories. And I'd be interested in your perspective that you're giving a very European view of the problem we face with asylum seeking, and not looking at it in terms of an Asia-Pacific perspective, where if you're one of the few proper signatories in the area, you have a more serious problem than if you live in an area where everyone's a signatory.
Okay. Let me deal with the first one first, the condescending palm. Condescending palm, sorry. Yeah. No, I have been accused of it, so I'll take the criticism. It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, I like I say, I speak with great affection about Oz. I speak with great love about Oz. Australia is now written large in the DNA of my family. My wife's Australian. Our newborn son is Australian. At the moment, he only carries an Australian passport. His dad hasn't organised a British one yet. And I'm very aware of that criticism. And I usually counter it like this. I mean, my voice is a British voice, and it's the only voice I have. And I know often that voice grates when you say stuff like that about Australia. And I apologise for that. But on the other hand, you know, if I didn't say it, frankly, I wouldn't be doing my job properly. And I speak as, you know, as a BBC correspondent rather than a condescending Brit, and, you know, just sort of calling it as I see it. On the asylum seeker issue, it's the extent to which it's been so thoroughly overwhelmed now by politics that I think is the startling thing to outsiders. This isn't seen as the question you've asked is a kind of policy question. And the problem with the asylum seeker debate right now is it's become a political question. And divorcing the two, I mean, the politics just so completely overwhelm this issue. I was asked in a radio interview the other day, who has the tougher policy? Did Labour have a tougher policy than the Liberals? And that's part of the problem. We frame the debate in that way. Who's got the toughest policy? Who's got the... And what that